Online. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good afternoon from Islamabad, the beautiful, most beautiful weather, the best, one of the best capital in the world. We have the pleasure and the honor today that we have Mr. Haseeb Gardezi, who is a very well-known, highly professional in hospitality and tourism in Pakistan, associated with one of the largest, actually, let me say that the largest hospitality, the oldest hospitality group in Pakistan, Hashoo Group of Hospitality. He has the responsibility as a chief operating officer, and he is also responsible for the Pakistan Hotels Association. And without any further delay, I will request and welcome Mr. Haseeb to the session today.
Thank you very much, Salman. It is delightful to be here today, and thank you very much for arranging this beautiful session. And this will help us to two friendly countries like Pakistan and Saudi Arabia to know more about our tourism. And we would be delighted that our brotherly nation will understand what we have to offer as far as the tourism is concerned. We have got a great opportunities in Pakistan. We are a very, very virgin market as comes to tourism. There's a lot of opportunities. A right investment can actually bring a great dividends to any individual who understand hospitality, tourism, travel and trade, aviation, and all that. So this is all in a package. Pakistan is fully ready and ripe fruit to be taken into consideration. So let me introduce you to you a little bit about myself. My name is Haseeb Gardezi. I'm the Chief Operating Officer. I manage a group of hotels which has in the luxury segment. We have got Pearl Continental Hotels. These used to be the Intercontinental Hotels. So we took over the company in 80s, and since then we rebranded it as Pearl Continental Hotels. It's a premium hospitality hotels. Then we also are the franchise holder for Marriott International in Pakistan. We have got Marriott Karachi and Marriott Islamabad. We also have a 3-star product which is called the Hotel One, and we have got a 4-star product which is called PC Legacy, Pearl Continental Hotel Legacy. This is the introduction of the company that I work for. Pakistan Hotel Association is an association registered under Commerce and Trade in Pakistan. It is considered to be the voice of hospitality when it comes to government relations, when it comes to difficulties or any situation that needs improvement of hospitality. Like right now, what we are working very closely with the government on the COVID, post-COVID, pre-COVID, and post-COVID SOPs, and making sure that helping government in ensuring the curtailing spread of COVID. Also, that whatever the smaller hotels are facing any difficulties due to lack of business or lack of indoor dinings and things like that, so that we are also working with the government to get a relief for such organizations. In order for you to understand whatever I'm saying about the Pakistan, I would like if Mr. Salman can start a video which I have requested him. It's a 4-minute video by an Eva Zubek who visited Pakistan. She is one of the biggest travel vloggers to look at Pakistan and its potential. After looking at this video, then I would elaborate as to why this video is so important for the participants to understand what is the potential in Pakistan of tourism and hospitality.
Lovely, sir.
Salman sir, if you can kindly do the favor.
Okay, sir. The video is going to play now. Let's watch this video together.
My name is Ava, and I am a travel vlogger. Over the last year, I traveled Pakistan far and wide, north to south and east to west. My videos and content about the country have garnered millions of views, but I'm not here to talk about myself today. Today, I'm here to talk about what I've seen of Pakistan and what I believe the future of Pakistan's tourism can be. See, most of my Pakistani friends start to chuckle when I tell them this, but it's really no joke. I believe that Pakistan can be the world's #1 tourism destination. It really can. Let me give you a few arguments as to why I think so. Starting with the mountains of Pakistan, one of the greatest assets that nature has bestowed on this country. Beyond the current resorts of Malam Jaba and Naltar, why can't ski resorts dot the peaks of these mountains? And beyond that, looking at the beautiful landscapes of Skardu and Hunza and Swat, why can't Pakistan become the next Bhutan or Nepal, with mountaineering and mountain trekking infrastructures that rival those of its neighboring countries? With 8 out of the world's 20 tallest mountains, this should be the epicenter of the world's trekking, adventure and mountain tourism. And just look at the mountains of the south. This is Hingle National Park in Balochistan. Now, why can't this become the next Grand Canyon? Just imagine tourists trekking, hiking and camping among these beautiful nature-made structures. And while we're in Balochistan, how can we forget about the beaches? The entire coast of the Arabian Sea, with the right attitude and vision, could become one of the world's prime beach destinations for all seasons. Imagine 5-star resorts, private islands, and beach shacks lining this beautiful coastline. Because, after all, isn't it beautiful? And isn't it possible? Next up, culture and the arts. Both Sindh and the capital of culture, Lahore, have so much to offer. The craftsmanship and artistry and handicrafts that I've seen are unlike anywhere else in the world. This could be Pakistan's prime export. And imagine thousands, hundreds of thousands of tourists bringing bits of Pakistan with them back home to share with their communities. Religious tourism. Pakistan has such an incredible Islamic heritage, and I know that the Sufi trail of Sindh can appeal not just to Muslim tourists, but to any tourists interested in history and culture. Pakistan also happens to be the birthplace of Sikhism and the travels of Guru Nanak. It's also home to some of the most important Hindu sites in the world, as well as Buddhist stupas and remains of a rich Buddhist heritage. History. Why don't more people around the world know that Pakistan is where the world's oldest civilization, the Indus Valley Civilization, was found? Why can't Makli Necropolis, Ranakot Fort or Mohenjo-Daro become the next Machu Picchu or Angkor Wat? What exactly is preventing Pakistan from becoming the world's top destination for history buffs? And of course, let's not forget about the food. Pakistan has such a rich culture of food and cuisines, and the diversity from province to province is just astonishing. Take Lahore and Karachi. Where are the Michelin-starred restaurants? Why can't these places become some of the world's top culinary hubs for foodie tourism? Well, this is my Pakistan. It's going to take so much time, effort, dedication and investment to bring this vision into reality. But I know that the gifts that Pakistan has been blessed with are endless. This is how I see the future of tourism in Pakistan, and I hope that you share my vision.
Thank you very much, Salman.
Okay.
Yeah.
My apologies if the quality of the video may have been a little bit flaky, but don't worry about it. We will upload all these videos on our social media channels at fanatic.com, YouTube, Facebook, and you will have access to this material. An amazingly, I think, developed video that reflects so much about Pakistan. Haseeb Saab, so let's take it from there. The next, please tell us more about what we have seen right now.
Okay. Now, when it comes to Pakistan, as I previously said, that there is a huge tourism potential, but yet not been realized. There are a very few players in the hospitality, and they are enjoying a very, very good I mean, I'm talking about pre-COVID, because post-COVID is still yet to recover. But don't forget that the vaccine and everything has happened, and very soon, inshallah, grace of God, the countries, all the world will become safer, and we will pass through this testing times of COVID. So obviously, if today the investment start getting investment, it will take a couple of years before it start realizing. And that's why we have seen that in last couple of years, after the Pakistan was put on the map of tourism and people started the social media and the vloggers and the destination marketing started working, we have seen a very stable uprise into the opinion about Pakistan getting onto the tourism map. Many international magazines, Forbes and all that has put Pakistan as one of the favorite destinations. Then don't forget, over a period of last few years, our Pakistan Army has played a very important role in curbing the terrorism, which was part of this region, and we are much peaceful country now. It used to have a little bit difficulty, which has also been settled. A beautiful environment. The European Union, the American and British travel restrictions are taken away. I mean, previously used to be that Pakistan has now been declared as the family destination. The visas, since the Prime Minister Imran Khan government has come in, they have done a lot of work on the visa relaxation. There were many areas where tourists and the foreigner needed NOCs, which has now been abolished. So you don't need NOC to travel any beautiful part of the country. You can apply visas online. You can. The embassies across the world has been given this instruction that whenever there is a request for visa, they have to expedite it. The visa fees are substantially reduced, or are going to be reduced, to make sure that this becomes a very convenient destination. So hence, the new aviation policy that the government has already introduced, where the private sector can invest into the aircraft and aviation industry, private airlines can easily be registered and they can travel into various destinations in Pakistan and can actually transport passengers for tourism purposes. So hence all these all these ingredients which has been put in place makes Pakistan an extremely important destination for tourists and also for the people who want to invest in this particular sector. Government is very soon going to come up, because I'm also the chairman of Pakistan Hotel Association, and we was asked by the Central Coordination Board of Tourism to develop, along with other members, a white paper for the tourism policy, which we have already submitted to the government. And in this particular white paper, it is also suggested that all those areas where Pakistan has to offer a beautiful scenery and also the weather and the climate, which is very conducive for people to travel, there the government lands would then be leased out to the potential investors, which means that your investment would further reduce. You may not have to buy the land, but the government will come forward and lease these lands on a very favorable terms, where you can invest on a hospitality projects. Not only that, Pakistan has a beautiful sites where with the little investment, camping sites could be developed where people can just go and camp. So there is a huge potential in every field in Pakistan for the tourism. Also, the infrastructure, we are seeing government is investing big time in the infrastructure to connecting the destination from airports and all that. So this will also happen. This is, as we speak, is going on. Gwadar is going to have one of the biggest airports where the flights could land from all over the Arabic Peninsula. Then don't forget that Pakistan has got 4 seasons. There are quite a number of places when the world is hot. Pakistan has got beautiful 10 to 12 degree temperatures, such as Murray Hills, Sawat, Kalam, Gilgit, Hunza. So all our brothers who are and sisters who are in an areas which is very hot during summer can actually come to Pakistan and enjoy a beautiful climate. Plus, Pakistan has abundant fruits. Pakistan has abundant crops, which makes Pakistan as a very vibrant economy also. And Pakistan does not have to import the most essentials of life, the most essential of life, food. We have abundance of food in all sort. Let it be grain, let it be vegetables, let it be fruits. We have got in huge quantities which we are also exporting to our other countries which are needing nutritious food and all that. So hence, Pakistan becomes an overall place which God has blessed it with lot of natural resources. Then look at the rivers, the mountains. At the same time, there are places where you can see a sun, you can see a snow, you can see a breeze, you can see a flowing water. So we are a very well-known kept secret of the world, but no more. I think people like Salman Arai and all that has been doing their efforts. Those who are from Pakistani origins, but having their livelihood being done in other various countries for their business, for their profession, are coming forward now to introduce Pakistan as one of a proud destination for the people to come and see across the world. And I personally feel that Pakistan is a haven for our much Muslim countries. We have got halal food. We have got a lot to offer. We have got a very classy meat and rice food products. We have spicy. Anybody who has a spicy palate, we have like Balochi food is very mild into spices, but lot of aroma within that cuisine. So we have a very diversified cuisine also, and we have got beautiful bazaars for people to shop the local artifact or the spices or to many other things. So I think Pakistan is very potential. Salman, I would like to take any questions that you may have.
Yeah, okay. And also, I will request audience if they have any questions for Mr. Haseeb. It's basically a great opportunity that we have Mr. Haseeb with us here, who understands hospitality. He lived in hospitality. He is the name in terms of when it comes to hotels now. Mashallah, he has a big responsibility regarding the hotel association as well as sitting at the largest hospitality group. I believe that it's a good time for all of you to have some questions in the question sections or in the chat. I would be more than happy to moderate those. So having said that, Haseeb Saab, let's talk about particularly, because this is a B2B event and we have I see in audience attendees, the travel agents from Saudi Arabia, travel agents from other parts of the world who would like to bring their customers for our tourists for us. What is the starting point? Like how they can connect with a group like you, what kind of services that you can offer as an organization as Hashoo Group of Hospitality?
Okay, now when it comes to the travel and tour, we have got the infrastructure within our group, which we have got Destination of the World, which is we are the franchise holder of the Destination of the World. So you can there are two ways of handling: is a wholesaler and the retailer. The retailers can give the packages and come on our platform and can actually sell the whole package. We also have a ground handling, which is Pearl Travel and Tours. Not only us. Let's not speak about one company. Let's speak about the country. Country has a backbone. It has got the travel agents within Pakistan, which can be connected. There's a Travel Agent Association of Pakistan. We can help getting them connected. PIA would be very pleased to give the packages for international and domestic flight. For example, if the people comes to Islamabad, Lahore, Karachi, or any international destination, there are beautiful roads. There are road connections. There are transportation, properly state-of-the-art transportation, which can actually take you by road to destination. There are network of domestic flights that could be taken, not only PIA, there are Sareen, the Shaheen, and there are many other private airlines also which actually connect intercity Pakistan. We do have a railway system, but unfortunately it is more of a public usage system. So not that I would not recommend, but there is also a connection between Karachi to Peshawar on the railway. Then if anybody wants to really capture the Pakistan beauty, they can also take. There are various classes from air condition class to the first class to the economy class. So there is a well connected. We being a Pakistani company who has got in 3-star, 4-star, 5-star category hotels, we are available in most of the destination, and we can package in a way that the people can find out one window stop shop instead of going and finding hotels in different destination. And we can come up and work, Salman, with you or any other travel agent in order to make it very easy and comfortable. We can actually also integrate the technology platform between the travel agents and ourselves, where they don't have to do anything. Go online, book the room, book the package, book airport pickups and transfers, book the transfer between cities, and the customer just comes to the airport, gets a smiley representative to receive them, and then obviously take them to the Pakistan until they are being departed back to their own beautiful country. So everything is possible. Technology is now had made it much easier to connect people together without any hassle.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's the last point is Gardezi Saab is so amazing. It's I think it's the combination of the technology and then the real the tourism and travel business trade people that makes the whole journey very frictionless. And I think this is what me, you, everybody here and who are not here have to work together to make that frictionless journey for our tourist. So when he makes the decision, the tools are available to make that decision correctly, the planning, and then the commercial side of it, the transaction itself, the logistics, the buying of tickets, buying of getting their visas and landing at an airport, and all the way by the time they go back to their country. I think that's where we all have to work together. And as Fanatic.com, this is our commitment. We just don't want to be a commercial organization. We have never been a commercial platform. We always looked at everything in one, frictionless journey for our customers and our stakeholders and partners. So we would love to explore that options with you, inshallah, along with any attendees. By the way, it is nothing to do with Fanatic or Hashoo Group alone. We are establishing an ecosystem, a travel and tourism ecosystem between the two countries. So feel free, this is your event, participate, ask questions, connect, and give suggestions to improve how we can make this happen and how we can serve our tourists who have been suffered, who have been staying home for a while. And I see an excellent opportunity for this summer for the tourism between the two countries. Sir, my next question to you is regarding the Hotels Association. Please help us understand, because we have the pleasure that you are available, and I see a lot of hotel owners in this audience. What is the mandate of this organization that you are heading right now? And within the challenge that we all are facing in the hospitality sector, what kind of initiatives and support mechanisms that you guys are working at to help the hotel owners and the teams and the people who are working in the hospitality sector? Okay,
you see that we being the hospitality leader and having most of the rooms available with our group also brings in a lot of opportunities. It also brings in challenges and responsibility along with it. And one of the responsibility is that you see that there are quite a number of, when I'm reading on this chat, so there are quite a number of people who are asking the questions and also sharing their telephone numbers that they are the travel agents and they can help put together. Pakistan's economy has been a driver for hospitality for quite some time. We have seen a very steep plunge in dollar in the last couple of years, from where the dollar has gone at least 32% devaluated. So hence, this the where it has brought in challenges for hospitality, but it has also brought in opportunity for outside world to invest, because now one project, for example, which used to be for $1 million, today could be achieved in $800,000. So because of the rupees and dollar disparity, so there are quite a number of positive things going on. We at the hospitality has also seen in charging in dollars, and then obviously the market was not very responsive about dollars, although the rates were quoted in dollars but were charged in Pakistani rupees. There is another reason, and the other way is that we are also asking the government, when a traveler comes in at the airport, he is then heaped with many black currency changer who come forward and want to take the dollars and give them the rupees so that they can pay to the hotels, which takes away the dollar out of the economy. So we are working with the government that if a traveler comes in who has a dollar in their pocket or foreign currency, they should not worry to change it first at the airports, or go to somebody and does not know what the proper rate is. Hotels should be allowed to collect that as a room rates and all that, which will encourage Pakistan to increase their foreign reserves, right? So hence, that there are quite a number of challenges that are coming up. Then government is also looking at bringing hospitality into an industrial tariff, which means that there will be a better utility, what you call quotes for utility bills and all that. Government is looking at that. Government is also looking at giving some tax holiday for certain years into the areas which are our northern areas, and to do a tax holiday. Government is also looking at making all the machinery and the transport which is required for building a hotel, like elevators, escalators, generators, chillers, to have either no duty or should be a very minimum duty. Government is also looking at various regional cooperation among China, Turkey, Pakistan, Bhutan, all those are to see that if import from these countries could be made on a much lesser percentage, and vice versa. So there are quite a number of things are happening in Pakistan, and they are within this budget, the budget which is expected in June. You would see all these, plus the construction. For example, the government has also came up with another incentive, that is that if you are building a hotel, your contractor who you have given a contract go to the bank and get the best possible what you call loan, and on a very subsidized markup rate, so that the contractor can then build and can help you building the hospitality and tourism infrastructure. So there are quite a number of things that are happening, and I, because of the chairman hospitality Pakistan Hotel Association, plus also know the problems with the hospitality being engaged with the biggest hospitality company. So it becomes easier to raise the voice to the government and to get as much as incentives possible. Whether we were able to get incentives, yes, during post-COVID, we had certain government has came forward and gave loans and things like that. However, the government also wants that whatever the earnings of the hotels are, they should be part of the circulation, and they should be a registered economy. Non-registered economy, they will not incentivize. They will incentivize the registered economy. That's why we are right now pressing every hospitality investor to please make sure that they are well registered within the legal framework, and also get their hospitality setups, guest houses or hotels, into the government rating, so that they are being recognized as a hospitality investment partners, and the government can give them incentives.
Okay, so now I have a last question for you, and then definitely I know it's a national holiday, and you are kind enough joining us and providing the insightful information. Certainly, we all are very very thankful to you, sir. Um, Tell us about between Saudi Arabia and Pakistan. We need an inbound, outbound tourism between the two countries. And you as professional, you as the leader of tourism, understanding the dynamics, the culture, the values that each tourist is looking at it. We have the honor right now, after your session, we also have a very, very interesting session with the Saudi Tourism Authority. And I'm so humbled and thankful to my friends in Saudi Tourism Authority joining us and providing that insightful information. So the question is how and we can promote Saudi tourism between Saudi and Pakistan tourism bilaterally in between the two countries. We already know in 2019, under the religious tourism, 1.6 million Pakistanis traveled to Saudi Arabia. They were in, no doubt, they were in an economic, religious, travel domain. However, the 10% of that also is the target market for the Saudi tourism to attract for the other, services, because people wants to include adventure, leisure, culture, historic tourism as part of their religious tourism. And that's the trend that I have been talking to a lot of people in Dubai, where friends from Dinar Standards, the organizations that does like research on halal economy, they have been mentioning that people are looking for solutions and options. And vice versa, we see a very less Saudi travel tourist in Pakistan with security concerns, with we have never promoted actually Pakistan as a destination of tourism to our Saudi families and friends. So what are your few suggestions, if you can just help us understand that how the tourism between the two can work, number one. Number two, as a target market, you have a lot of Pakistanis who are either your customers or they're your associates. And if we can come up with some sort of solutions for them to receive, understand, so we cross-promote Saudi tourism and we cross-promote Pakistani tourism among our customer groups. Your opinion, sir?
Salman, I'm very happy that you have asked this question, because this was brewing in me since 2012 when I went for my Hajj. Alhamdulillah, God have blessed me, my family, my parents, my brothers. We went together, a group of good about 40 people, and we of course, Hajj is a religious obligation on every Muslim, and not every Muslim, unfortunately, can afford other than Hajj any recreation. But trust me that the group that we were blessed by the Almighty that we had a dispensable income. I wanted to see other than Makkah and Medina after my pilgrimage was over, and I has visited the holy shrine of Prophet, peace be upon him, and Medina also. I spent time. Then I asked my travel agent or maktab or whatever you called it, that why can't we just go and see Saudi Arabia beyond these two cities? And I was told, no, you're on a Hajj visa, and it is not possible. During this period, you can't leave Makkah. During this period, you can't. Okay, I understand that there are an administrative problems related to this situation where people wanted to be seen where they are and they need to go back. But my suggestion would be, why can't a person like myself or people who are in dispensable income and wanted to extend their 14 days or 21 days into additional 1 week and wanted to go after, okay, what people do? Everybody takes a return flight either from Dubai or from Qatar or from other places. After doing Hajj, they all go, they do a shopping, they go eat food, because you are in a religious adventure. After that, you want to have a little bit of a good halal quality of life also. So why they have to go from Hajj and Umrah to a places like Dubai and Qatar and other places? Why can't they actually within Saudi Arabia take a D route and go to the places which are very tourist destination and have a good time of week 10 days and see Saudi Arabia beyond these two holy cities also? So that's one point, because all other religious areas which are for example, to give you like used to be Syria, Iran, Iraq, there if you go to the religious side, there they do allow you to go to another cities if you wish to. So the other thing is that what Pakistan has to offer for our brother Saudi brothers and sisters is that we have got a weather which is, and we have got a greenery, and we have got a shopping, we have got a food, we have got a freedom of movement within the country that can actually take them to absolutely happy holidays. Plus, Pakistan does not have nightclubs and bars and things like that. And if anybody wants to come to a country where they feel that they want to stay within hotels which only serve halal food, where their family, their kids, and everybody are not exposed to any situation where they feel are restricted in other places. When you go to Thailand and other places, it becomes very difficult for family to stay. I mean, I'm not prejudiced, but what I'm saying is there are people within Saudi Arabia, within Pakistan, who have priorities of a very, very Islamic sort of tourism, where they get halal food, where they don't see bars in the hotels, where they don't see the nightclubs in the hotels. And Pakistan has that. Top class international hospitality with top class food, yet very dry hotels, yet lot of activities like shoppings, events, weddings. I mean, everything to offer. And I think Pakistan could be one of the finest happy holiday destination for our Saudi families.
Excellent, sir. Excellent. I think very, very important points that you have mentioned, and we will definitely have some follow-ups on those areas that where that there is a commonality, there is an opportunity to promote Saudi tourism in Pakistan and Pakistani tourism in Saudi Arabia, and create those synergies between, especially with the destination management companies like yours. Are joining us this afternoon from Saudi Arabia as well, namely Ilaf Hospitality Group, Sira Group also have discovered Saudi. They are joining us. We also have a Saudi Tourism Authority with us today, and we will definitely have a lot of opportunities that can come out of all these discussions. I believe if we do it a very targeted campaigns, Saudi brothers and families and sisters and their kids will have a lot of fun when they will come here. There is a lot of adventure opportunities, food, shopping, culture, and a lot of places to go and visit historically as well as our Pakistani businessmen. I believe I had a lot of conversations I sit on Chamber of Commerce, I sit on the Pakistan Saudi Business Council in last 20 years, and have been interacting. But actually, interestingly enough, a few years ago, because I was sitting at the Jeddah Chamber of Commerce Foreign Investment Board as a vice chairman, and approached the very well-known businessman and the president of Jeddah Chamber at that time, Mr. Mazen Batarji, and I said, let's go to Pakistan, and he agreed. And he said, well, listen, are you sure you're not going to create any troubles for me? I said, no, let's go Pakistan. And we took a flight. We landed in Lahore, stayed 2-3 days in Lahore, and intentionally we drove from the motorway to Islamabad instead of taking a flight. And that was his, and he visits a lot of countries. His feedback was, he says, I never thought Pakistan has so much to offer. And similarly, so many of Pakistanis has been going to Makkah and Medina and Jeddah, and because of the earlier policies, we did not have a chance to show them the beauty that the Saudi Arabia has to offer. a cruise service that is started very recently for Red Sea is going to be a game changer. The new cities that the Saudi Arabia is building, the cultural tourism to the bazaars and food and desert safaris in Saudi Arabia will be a no-brainer for families like you and me, the common people, to have the religious, adventure, culture, family, together trips between the two countries. Sir, I thank you for joining this, this session today for your last remarks, and then we will close this session, and then we will move on to our next session. Please, last few words, sir.
Yeah, I have seen that people are putting a lot of questions on this forum. I think answering all of them is not possible. But a couple of our friends who are in the tourism industry, I wanted to tell them that we are very supportive whenever they need to improve Pakistan, because there is a comment that Pakistan hotel industry is not supporting the tourism to go forward. I, with due respect, disagree with that. But I am online right now. Everybody know who I am. You are more than welcome to call me, ask me, and I'll make sure that wherever you need a support for bringing tourists to Pakistan, you will find us as the biggest hospitality company, the front runners. You need any support, you need anything you feel that we need to make the packages more economical, yes, we can, because there are times, Pakistan has got 3 periods: the high period, the shoulder period, and the slow period. So we can work together with the travel agents that if they want to bring in the premium customers, they can want to come in a higher season, fine. Then we have got the shoulder season, and we also have got the slow seasons where we can actually give the packages which are absolutely unbelievable for the budget travelers also. So let's work together. All travel agents are more than welcome to work together with us and Pakistan Hotel Association, and we will ensure that we provide the comfort that is required to bring in as much as tourists as possible to Pakistan. And obviously, we'll also support people who wanted to go. For example, if Saudi Arabia wants to become the event country where people can hold conferences and places like that, then a lot of corporate businesses can go to Saudi Arabia, not only hold conferences, but also do the pilgrim. So they can actually have an opportunity to go for business, but at the same time, do the pilgrim also. Right now, people go for pilgrim and then do business. Why don't we reverse this? Go for business and do pilgrim also.
And that was the original concept too, right? So there was a concept when you travel, you can
the holy shrines were used for trading all the life. Anyway, thank you very much, Salman. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity that we had to open up with all our industry colleagues and the people listening here. Thank you for your patience. And as I said, that we in Pakistan, be it hotels, be it travel agents, be it tour and travel people, we are all would be delighted to support wherever possible for Saudi Arabian brothers and sisters, and vice versa. We would like, wherever we would like that this opportunity as an outbound to Saudi Arabia, will be very pleased to champion that also.
Excellent, sir. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair for your time. I am just giving you my last remarks, and then I will close the session here before we will jump on into the next session. That will be starting, inshallah, at 2 o'clock Pakistan time. And there was one question. You don't have. I'm just going to respond to it. Brother Sayyed is asking some questions regarding the hotel's policy in terms of pricing in US dollars here. I don't think so. This is the right platform to answer that right now. Because that's a complete discussion. I'm ready to put together even a full session on it, requesting again Mr. Gardezi and the other stakeholders domestically. Please come in contact with me, Mr. Syed, and inshallah we will address that question. Yes, it's a right concept, it's a right concern, it's a valid concern, and we are here to address all those concerns. But this platform is more to address the tourism opportunities between Saudi Arabia and Pakistan. We have international audience and guests who are listening, and inshallah we will address those questions that are related to the subject today. Thank you very much, sir. Inshallah I will be in contact with you. Take care of yourself. Thank you. All right, audience, let's take a 5-10 minutes break. Go back to your networking tables. You can still shake hands, exchange business cards, talk to each other, ask questions, and then we will jump on into our next very exciting session from Saudi Tourism Authority, and we will have a lot of learning. So far this morning, we spent time to learn about the opportunities in Pakistan, and in the afternoon we have, we will spend some dedicated time to learn from the Saudi Tourism Authority as well as the destination management companies of Saudi Arabia, that what are the opportunities, what is happening. There is so much, promotion, hype, as well as some real action happening on the ground. So let's stay tuned. Come back in 10 minutes. Meanwhile, you can feel free to chat with your other attendees at our meeting halls. Take care. Thank you.